Hey guys, how you doing? Brett Slater, Debt Mastery. It's been a while since I've done a review on anything. I've just been away working, sorting out my life, like most of us have to do. Get that shit done that you need to get done, so you can get back on track. Now I've noticed review on the Deutsche Bank went really well, but the last couple of things that I've posted haven't done so well. So I'm guessing it's because I haven't really done a review on it. I've just uploaded. This next interview was with Jim Rogers. Now, this was posted about 4 months ago. So what I want to let you know is I'm actually just going back in time just to see what other people have said, so we can pass on the information about where the financial situation's going. Now, like, it's taking so long for this next collapse to happen. Well, that's just life. Sometimes things take a long time. You could be in a marriage for 10 years, but really it's over for 5. Blah, 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 blah. I want to try and get as much as I can done and check out as many reviews. I've downloaded a lot of stuff, but I haven't been able to shoot a review and get on with it. So this is the Jim Rogers interview, RTV show 4 months ago. Check it out. Like, this guy's got a lot of knowledge that you really need to check out, and you need to understand why he's giving you the information and why the mainstream media don't give you the information. Let's get on with it.
Joe, it's really great to have you with us.
I am delighted to be here, Sophie.
Welcome to Moscow. All right, Jim, so a mess for both the American and the world economy. That's what you've predicted. What is it going to be like? Is it going to be just as bad as 2008?
No, Sophie, it's going to be much worse. You should watch RT TV.
Tell me.
It's going to be much worse. We had a problem in 2008 because the debt was very, very high. Now the debt is much, much higher all over the world. Next time we have a problem, it's going to be worse than 2008. You should be very worried. You should be very knowledgeable, and you should get prepared.
All right, okay. So we're going to do some screen sharing. Let's have a look at the debt, world debt at the moment. Holy shit. This is serious. This is what he's talking about. $61 trillion. Everyone owes some money. If you come onto this, nationaldebtclock.org. Not quite sure who runs it. I might do a bit of research on that to see how accurate the figures are, but that's another day. Here we go. Colombia, Cyprus, India, everyone. Russia. It's got everyone, okay? US. Now, $18 trillion. So basically he's talking about how America has got the biggest debt of all time in that monetary history. This is not good. Okay, so this is very interesting, what I found, especially when he talks about how governments are fiddling the numbers to make their balances look good, to make sure the economy is going up, to talk about unemployment and see how, I've heard a lot of people talking about how they, reduce great jobs and then make that one person take 2 or 3 jobs up just to survive. It's just a fiddle. So just watch what's going on. Watch as many interviews as you can. Get as much research done as you can about all of this stuff so you are preparing. Now, the next part he's talking about is about the not about the 27th, because he's actually not going to give it a date of when the next crash is about to happen. But a lot of people are talking about the 27th of September, and this is why I'm trying to get out as many as I can in this next couple of weeks to have a look at as many different avenues or aspects of this financial situation right now.
Had a lot of numbers that were very good. The United States now puts out a lot of figures that are not legitimate, accurate figures. You look at unemployment. What they do, for instance, they just stop counting many people. Say they're not looking for a job anymore. So the numbers are artificial in the United States. Yes, some parts of the U.S. economy are doing very well. If you're on Wall Street or if you're in finance, you're doing fine because the government has been printing a lot of money and a lot of debt has been put out.
All right, so the next part is about that the recession is already here. The situation is already bad across a lot of countries. Things are slowing down. Back in Perth at the moment, in WA, there was a mining boom here. We had China was cranking, giving us heaps of cash flow, buying a lot of iron ore. China is slowing down. WA is slowing. Literally, people are moving away from WA right now because of how bad it is, how much it's slowed down. I've asked cab drivers about what's going on. I've asked locals about prices, I've asked people who rent out houses how they have to drop their prices because there's not as many people here and it's a bigger market for renters. A lot of shit's going on. Is the 27th going to be the next one? Don't know. Remember, if you know anything, put a link, leave a comment.
The last 18 months in the United States, most stocks have been going down. The averages are up because of a few big companies that make the average go up, and that's because the government, the Federal Reserve, central bank, is printing a lot of money. Stocks are going down in the United States. Most stocks are down. So the signs are already there. Now, unfortunately, they're not visible. They don't make headlines, so it's already happening. Parts of the country are in recession. Stock market, most stocks are going down. It's already happening.
This is where I like this guy. He's talking about government interference and what it would be like without it. I guess it really is the truth. The truth is the government wastes their time trying to prop up these economies where they should just let it happen. Now, if you believe it's the government's fault, then carry on. If you believe the government is going to take care of you when it all goes to pear-shaped, believe it. Carry on. If you think you need to prepare for your own shit, need to prepare. Get that sorted out.
What is working? What could work without the government interference?
Without the government interference, wouldn't that be wonderful? Then we probably would have been finished with the problems of 2008 or 9. But most Americans will tell you that the economy is not better now. Their lives are not better than they were in 2008 or even 2005. Most Americans do not have a better life for a long, long, long time.
See, now this is some serious information. Like he's talking about abolishing the US federal bank and how it's already worked and why we don't need one. We're going to stay silent for a little bit. This is some serious shit you need to think about. Why is he telling you that they don't need a bank, the federal bank? Why? If you haven't figured this out, do your research. Don't trust me. Get on with it.
What to do? First of all, you should abolish the Federal Reserve. Not the largest in the world, the largest in the history of the world, and the debt is getting worse. This is not a good situation.
So you're thinking abolishing the central bank is going to improve the situation on the market?
This particular central bank. Now, the world without central banks has problems too. But this central bank is making all of our lives much worse. And the next crisis and the one after that, if we survive the next one, it's going to be really, really bad.
Okay, so let's finish up here. This video goes for about 21 minutes. It's a great interview. I'm not going to put it all in. Remember, like, share, subscribe, pass on any information. If you have other clips that people need to know about, please. Use this as a kind of a hub that we can swap information and we can get some stuff out there. Comment. If you don't like what I'm saying, make a comment. If you like what I'm saying, make a comment. Let's get on with this. I'm hoping the 27th really isn't the next crash. And teach your children Mandarin. Brett Slater, Debt Mastery. Boom.